Alright, here we go. We're going to start up this mediocre hash guide. So first I'm going to show you some of my skill add-ons. We got Snaring Sands, Dune Slash, Collapse, Serpent's Coil, Crown Kick, and Piercing Fang as what we're going to be putting add-ons on. On Ensnaring, we got the attack and casting speed. We have the movement speed +3 for 10 seconds. Next on Dune Slash, we got the minus 15 DP for 10 seconds. All evasion rate as well. Collapse, that's where we have the down attack and critic damage. Serpent's Coil, evasion rate, and accuracy. Crown Kick, critical, and more attack speed. And then Piercing Fang, since it's spammable, we put our extra AP against monsters and accuracy. Now, looking at my skills on my hotbar from left to right, we're going to go with Prophecy Blade, Mirage Assault, Owl's Breath, Descent, Sand Tornado. That one there is just the wheel I use for my elixirs, and then Ensnaring Sands. And then finally, all the way on the right, Quicksand. So, the easiest way to use Prophecy Blade for me is on my D-pad, I'll make it the left. So anytime my mana is low, I'll just hit left. Mirage Assault is right on my D-pad. I use that for engaging, also as a filler skill, mostly. Owl's Breath, I use that to kind of group mobs. Also, when I'm low on stamina, because it's more stationary, I can pop Owl's Breath. Descent is something that I use for damage, down attacks. Also, kind of a filler when I'm in between using my skills when Helicopter's not up. We'll get into that a little bit later. Sand Tornado, that's also a filler skill, but it is really good at grouping mobs together. I have some clips coming up in Toros where it's used. Ensnaring Sands is mainly there, so I know when it's on cooldown. But that's basically it for my hotbar. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get into some of the skill demonstrations, and as we do the skills or the combo, I'll say the buttons, whether it be for PlayStation or Xbox as well. So it might sound like I'm just rambling something off real fast, but just try to stay with me. Okay, so we're going to part this out. So we're going to start our engage. Well, I'm parted out showing you our first engagement back in B. Hold R1, R2, and L2. That'll instantly start you within your ensnaring and go straight into helicopter. That's like a bread and butter, easy part. Next up. Alright, this one's a little bit more involved. So we're going to start our engage. Back circle, hit R2. Then we're going to hit X for Owl's Dominion, down for Descent. We're going to dash to go back to Awakening. Hold down the back buttons to start up the helicopter combination again with Ensnaring. And that's going to be the second part of a combo. Okay, now let me start with the engage from Pre-Awakening. So you're going to use Hality Throw, which is, in Pre-Awakening, is going to be back and R2. You typically want to miss the first one because it's the CC. Square to port behind them. Back circle. Then you want to use R2, then L2 to get back into your Awakening, go back into the helicopter combo, which is holding the back buttons. And if you basically string those three combos together, you shouldn't really run out of stamina or mana. Because if you're low on mana, you should use left on a D-pad. So everything else, you can just kind of use those three and with your dashes to engage. Alright, I know that was kind of quick, but let's actually see it used in practice. So, when I use L2 and left, that gets me over or close to the Toro. Then I start up the first helicopter combo, holding the back buttons. Then I use my dash to kind of move around. Use a second helicopter combo after having used Owl's Breath, Descent, and all that. and then I'm going to switch back to my pre-awakening and use the third helicopter combo. So while you're basically aiming to use helicopter the most, that should save you on your stamina and mana. I mean, there's a little bit of lag in the video because I was lagging a little bit when we were doing this, but as you see, when I'm low on mana, I hit left on a D-pad. It should be left on a D-pad on the Xbox controller as well. That way you can dash in and out and not have to worry about mana or stamina sustain. So now here's the fun part where I get to try to say it in Xbox terms and see if my brain works. So right there we did our forward RT, back LT, left on a D-pad, then the right bumper, right trigger, and left trigger all together to start the helicopter combo. Then we're going to dash with forward RT, and then start our second helicopter combo with the back buttons. And as you can see, that during that time, while we hold it down, we restore stamina. And then if we use RT to also recover some MP. And here we're going to press up, use Owl's Breath to kind of group them together. Got a little bit of lag, so it's not appearing. But then we go into our back RT, should be square, or no, that'd be X on Xbox. And then we start our helicopters again. So basically, my little trash Hoshin guide is spam helicopter. That is your best skill. It's called Surfing's Coil, actually. But every time I think about it, I just think of a helicopter. Like right there, I think of that little TikTok helicopter song. It saves you some time and whatnot. So we'll see. I do apologize if this guide is kind of trash. Kind of just trying to call out the buttons as I'm using the skills was a little bit more difficult than what I thought. I will put down in the comments the actual combos for buttons to make it easier, because it's probably just looks foolish. But thank you guys for giving me a second chance at trying to give a kind of guide video, but I'll let you know there are better ones out there. That being said, I'm gonna leave the end of the video with just a tap. You know, that's kind of my thing, just dual accessories to end videos, so just to stay in proper form. Here goes a final tap, and thank you guys for stopping by. And I thank everybody for all the support on the channel. It's really been nice. Have a great day.